Hello. So I've been reading in the news a lot lately about quantum pigeons being stuffed in holes. Yeah, apparently you can have three pigeons, two holes, and both of those holes will only have one pigeon. That's right. Two holes, three pigeons, both holes, one pigeon. Right? How does that work? So apparently there's this logic exercise called the pigeonhole principle, where common sense would tell you if you have two holes, you have three pigeons. One of those holes, if you stuff all those pigeons in those two holes, one of those holes is going to be filled with two pigeons, obviously. But in the quantum world, you can have two holes, three pigeons, and all of those holes will only have one pigeon. This is the layman's way of thinking about this situation. In reality, there's not actually quantum pigeons being stuffed in holes. So sorry to burst your bubble, but yeah, in the real world, there's this experiment going on with the interferometer where you have three particles, and you blast them off into two different paths, and all three particles aren't going to interact with each other in any way. So you have three particles, two paths, and all of those paths, each path will only have one particle going through it, even though there's three particles going through those two paths. You'll have two paths, three particles. So it's the same thing with the pigeonhole thing, but it's with particles going down paths, and it's really a lot more complicated than how I'm explaining it, but it's a very weird paradoxical thing that somehow works in the quantum world, where stuff like this doesn't ever happen in the real world. So it's just an interesting thing to contemplate and kind of try to wrap your head around, and hopefully your brain doesn't explode by thinking about it too much. Yeah, that would be bad if I caused people's brains to explode. Sorry about that. Anyway, so that's the quantum pigeonhole principle. You can look it up. There's a scientific paper on it, and maybe you can understand the math better than I can. It's a little above my head at the moment. Hopefully, eventually, I could understand stuff like that.
Also, I think it would be really interesting to see if we could apply this quantum pigeonhole principle to real life situations, to improve the quality of life in some way. We're always using physics in some way to make our world better, improving technology, increasing technological advances and whatnot and it's all through physics. Uh, Even in quantum mechanics, we're using it a lot. From what I understand, is quantum mechanics is used in MRI machines and all kinds of technology. And now we're getting quantum computers and advances in computing thanks to quantum mechanics. So it'd be really interesting to see how we could apply this pigeonhole principle. One of my favorite quotes is from Arthur C. Clarke. He says, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." And I think we'll be seeing that quote come into reality in a big way in the coming years, thanks to all the advances in understanding how our universe works on a quantum level. So that's exciting. And even with regular classical physics, we're using classical physics in with light, with electromagnetism, and with the electromagnetic what is it, radio waves. We're using radio waves to do all kinds of interesting things with cell phones, and the ability to upload videos to the World Wide Web, to this magical land called this World Wide Web. I mean, it's not magic; it's physics, really, but it's almost like magic in a way, only better, because it's real. It's not supernatural; it's natural. Real world, the real universe is just amazing how it functions and operates. That you can do things. We have all these invisible radio waves shooting through the air and bouncing off of our cell phone receivers and going up into satellites. And because of that, we can do amazing things. It's almost like we have magic wands with these smartphones now.
So usually on this day, you'll see me upload math videos where I'm teaching math or physics. Today I didn't upload one of those videos because I had an eye doctor. So this video will go up today, and tomorrow I'll have another video about calculus. I have a thing sticking out of my ear if you didn't notice. That's the microphone I'm using at the moment. Checking it out, seeing how it works. What do you think? Is the other microphone better, or is this microphone better? Don't think there's as much backbeat going on in this one as there is in the other one, except I wonder if my voice is as loud. I don't know. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And have a good day.